So, what ideas were you trying to explore in your piece for this?
Um, I think the most important thing that I was exploring in my piece is the idea of communication because when I was first told about Flare Code, um, the name is what stuck out to me, and the whole idea of a flare is something that's used to communicate. It's like a symbol of distress or just to bring awareness and attention. And so basically, I saw that as like an effective way of naming your guys' company, like bringing attention to this new media, also like new form of communication, bridging a lot of gaps. So, I mean, my background is in fine arts and graphic design, so it's my most comfortable area, and through that, I'm trying to bring light to the benefit of like the new sources of communication.
What would you want to bring more attention to if you could? Like, what topic in particular do you wish people could be more informed on?
I just think there's a lot going on in the art community that people don't really understand or even get the opportunity to experience. I just feel that there's a lack of people understanding what they need to read and what they actually like understand when they read that. So like if there's a flyer up for something, they might be like, all right, well that's just another flyer, but if there's this symbol placed in front of them, it might bring a new light to the situation.
So, um, do you feel like in the future we're going to need more like forms of communication that sort of combine a lot of information with a quick impact and usability, like an icon?
I think that that's definitely going to happen just because, as we see with the generations coming about, there's the attention span like continually decreases, and people at such a young age are just connecting with technology, and it's just like exponentially increasing. And I really don't see it going the opposite direction.
How do you think, what real changes do you think that'll have on the world?
Um, I think as far as changes, the world will become a lot more interactive. Um, I think it sort of lacks that right now, and with that being an issue, I think it would definitely help bring communication to like the next level.
What do you mean by more interactive? Could you go into that a little bit more?
So like the QR code itself is a form of interaction. So rather than just seeing this ad or something, say a billboard, it's something that you can actually work with. By scanning that, you're doing an action, and that action is making you be an actual part of this piece that normally you would have might just driven by and never thought of any more than that.
Why do you think people want that interaction, desire that?
I think people desire interaction because a lot of times they might feel that they lack that, as in the human experience and just personal interaction in general. I think a lot of people feed off of that, and I think it's the same way for a lot of jobs too. Just human connection, connectivity, language is all very important.
What is something you wish that you could interact with that right now is just like, as you said, lacking?
Um,
Just like for fun.
Probably, I would say like if there's either advertisements for new media or new music, anything like that can't be accessed directly by seeing it. So like say if I see a new like promo for a band or something, I don't really want to just go out on a limb and buy a ticket for it, but if I could like find out real quick like what they sound like, it would be a whole lot different.
Cool. And how do you hope to sort of convey this vision that you've laid forward or how has working with us helped you to understand that vision that you talked about a little bit now better?
I've been able to grasp my vision through this project just by understanding the different levels of mediums that I'm going to be incorporating within graphic design, just because normally people think it's a very digital aspect when in reality it started out very manually, and I'm just going to try to bridge the gap between those two fields.
Cool. Thank you very much.